It's Self-Love Sunday, and here we are, Tasha and me, Deborah, and our topic for today. We're going to talk about our past, our upbringing in a religious household, and also speak on our spirituality and certain practices and certain things that we believe and do now.
Basically how our past brought us to our future.
Yes.
So, pretty much, do you want me to start or you want to start?
You can start.
Okay. So, I don't even know the term we was using. Were we Baptist?
No, I don't think it was
like
any
Christian.
Type of...
We didn't
Christian. Yeah,
you say Christian?
Yeah, just Christian.
Because we've been to so many different churches.
Yeah. It was just Christian. It was mainly Christianity.
Yeah. Okay, so Christianity, but we did go to different schools.
Yeah.
That's hard, different religions. So we are definitely kind of open to, not open, but we learned about several different religions. But Christian, obviously, how you say non-denominational?
Non-denominational.
That we went to a Catholic school. That was Christian.
I went to a Quaker school.
She went to Quakers,
I went to a Quaker school.
So,
at one point.
Yeah. So, we grew up technically, of course, with a God, something higher than us. And it was really taught to us what a lot of people have learned under these religions. But no sex, no boyfriends or nothing. And that's kind of simple, but like no sex before marriage. You got to get married. What else? If something goes wrong, you kind of pray on God and let Him handle it. Like the typical things. However, for me, I can say going through life and some of its challenges and tests and battles, it made me actually grow away from that religion because I was picking up things that didn't kind of match. It didn't make sense to me.
Okay.
You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it's like I started reaching out to different things to try to piece together how I feel and what's going on and explain things, because I would ask questions like, well, how do we know? Like the one question I always remember asking grandma, I'm like, everybody in their own religion says their religion is you know what I'm saying? Like their God is the God.
Yeah.
What makes us different? You know what I'm saying? What makes the Christians different? Why do we get to be that special people? Why can't the Buddhists or anybody, you know what I'm saying? Like anybody, why are they not the chosen ones? And I could never get an answer. It was always, you just have to have faith. So if that's the case, then I don't have to be in this religion. I can find something else and have that faith. And ultimately, that's kind of what happened. I don't like to use religion. I'm not religious. I'm spiritual. You get what I'm saying? So where I'm at now is I don't have a term. I don't like terms, period, honestly, because it kind of puts you in a bubble. And I don't like, that's another thing. Being a religion is kind of like put me in a bubble. I can only do and be but so, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Do and be but so much. And it's like, but I want to do this, but I can't because God wouldn't approve. Oh, I can't do this because the pastor wouldn't approve. Like, but I can't be me.
Yeah.
So that's why I don't like kind of terms. So I'm spiritual. I open and I learn different from all religions, and I might even take from different religions, and I kind of make it work for me. And I look at it as long as I'm being loving to people, I'm not hurting nobody, I'm not wishing bad. Like I'm being loving, I'm being caring. Who am I hurting at the end of the day? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, and at the end of the day, if there is a God that's going to judge me at the end, then I think what I'm doing still should be accountable for something. If not, then I kind of don't want to follow that kind of God. So I'll still be doing at the end what I desired, and I can be happy at the choices I made at the end of the day. So that kind of sums up to a degree my aspect of it. What about yours?
Well,
can I say this? I want to say this real quick. It's funny because again, we're sisters, came from the same egg sac, same ball sack, and I just free flowed that, and I love how she's the organized one, and she has a book and a list right here.
I have notes.
She's organized. And this has been like this all her life. She used to get in trouble for writing herself because she has to write everything down. But it's beautiful because I used to laugh at her, I still kind of laugh at her that she writes everything down and plans everything. But that's her, and that's how she works. And she, by me laughing at her, she didn't try to switch it up like, oh, I can't do that. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know that's what you need, so you do it, and you keep doing it. It's like, get her a book, and I'm quite sure she will love it to death because she can write in it. So, but I just wanted to point out that
since you said that, I got this for my birthday, making things happen.
Who gave it to you?
One of the young ladies in my class. I love it.
It's nice. I was about to say, did I give you that? I don't remember.
You didn't. I love it.
So yes, I just wanted to point that out, that the difference, but it's okay. That's it. Go ahead.
Okay, so I'm going to first start talking about the religious upbringing.
Mm-hmm.
We, like you said, we went to private schools, a lot of private schools. Our parents never put us in public schools. My first private school that I remember, because I don't remember preschool, was kindergarten, and I went to a Quaker school. And I liked that because every Friday we would go to a meeting house and we would sit and we would sing hymns, and then we would be quiet. We would just be still, which is a very good thing for like a child to be able to learn how to be still within themselves. Now at the time,
probably sinners just sit.
Yeah,
just move
it seemed like forever, and it was probably like a half an hour that just went by or something. But I appreciate that now as an adult to be able to know, okay, I know how to get still. Then I went to a Lutheran Christian school, Martin Luther King. Went to World Harvest, that's a non-denominational. Then went to Sacred Heart, which was a Catholic school. And that's not all the studying that I did. As I got older in my 20s, I thought I needed to be in a church setting, and I needed to have my family in a church setting in order for us to
be prosperous in life.
Yeah.
And make it to heaven.
Yeah, to do certain things in order to grow. So I did a lot of studying on my own independently, plus while going to church. And it definitely, I can't say it didn't help, because it helped me to be able to reprogram my mind, renew my mind. I just don't use scriptures now. I use other things to do that. The funnest thing that I did, though.
Funnest, is that a word?
I don't know.
Okay, go ahead. It's a word now. Go ahead. You said it, so it's a word.
Someone taught me how to write to my angels, and I love that.
You never told me this. Let's go.
I know. I love that. Basically, what I did was I would use a Bible concordance, look up specific words.
You did tell me that, I think. I think you did. Go ahead.
Like, I would look up either scriptures on love, or I'd look up scriptures on money, or I'd look up scriptures on whatever. And in the Bible concordance, it gives you a list of all the Bible verses related to that specific topic. So then I would take that and then design like a prayer in a sense, or a letter, and then I would write out all the different scriptures. I would say it out loud, and then I would call upon my specific angels of love to help assist me with, those particular things. And the person who taught me this told me to stick the letter in the Bible and then, close it, leave it that way. But you technically don't have to just use scriptures. You can use
it's affirmation. It's everything.
Whatever you want. But I like the idea of that. And driving over here, I was thinking, I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna mention that because I haven't done it in a while, and it's a practice that I do still kind of like. Yeah. I might
like
still
that because,
get back into it.
And what I think people don't realize, like with the religion, everybody that kind of creates their own or in a certain practice, religion, spiritual, it's all tied to the same thing. You're all kind of leading up to the same thing. Like that sound like writing out affirmations. That sound like making spells. You get what I'm saying? Like it literally is all the same exact thing. My thing is just the person, the intentions behind it when they're doing certain stuff. That's what makes it wrong. So I don't want people to think I bash religion. I don't. Religion, if it works for you, you get what I'm saying? If it works for you and it makes you a beautiful person, by all means, run with it. It's the negative, and I see a lot of negative with it. That's what I don't like about it.
What didn't work for me with religion is I couldn't be myself.
That's it.
I couldn't be me. I'd have to conform to what someone else's idea of what I'm supposed to be is. Correct. And I can't do that. I can't do that and love myself because...
You're going against it.
Yeah. There are certain things that I'm drawn to naturally for no reason that it's just me. I can't help it. So let me make sure I'm reading, staying on track. Yeah.
But
one thing.
Go ahead.
I had to ignore basically like the lower half of my body.
That's just what I was about to say. I was just about to say that.
Like,
we are sexual beings.
Yeah, like basically
we're designed to create life.
Ignore everything going on down below.
Sorry.
No, it's all right. Ignore everything going on down below. And it's funny because some person, I'm not going to mention who,
I can't,
said their kitty was talking to them when a guy would come around.
How do I know who you talking about? Just by the terminology. I love you because I know you might watch it, so I love you. But I know just what you're talking about. Go ahead.
And it got me to thinking, like, okay, if we have chakras,
that's crazy. If you think about what's actually happening.
No, that's what I'm trying to say. Stop.
I'm sorry, explain it. Because I know what you're going. So go ahead, explain it. Go ahead.
That's what I'm trying to say. She made me like think because I'm trying to do this in like somewhat order so this way it comes out correctly.
Go ahead.
There's been times when I've thought something and I felt something down there.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, why the hell am I feeling that? Mm-hmm. And it's good, bad, and different. It's not anything, but it's just different sensations. And it's like, for example, this might sound weird to certain people. If my child got hurt, I'd feel a certain type of pain down there in a sense. And I didn't know why. But if you think about it, that's where the fuck it came from.
That makes sense now. Oh my.
But at the time, it didn't. You get what I'm saying?
We have to go off topic because I'm starting to process things now because that makes sense now.
But wait, if you think about it, your chakras are different conscious centers.
Correct.
And each one is in alignment in a certain spot. So if you ignore your lower half, you're basically ignoring like your lower consciousness in a sense. You get what I'm saying? But you can't. You need
that's
all
definitely
of it.
Yes.
You
and that's why everybody's root chakra is so fucked up. Because kind of it's been fucked up to be like how it started out. You kind of put them in the religion or put them in whatever you do and kind of teach the kids to walk the way you think they should walk. The way they're designed to walk versus the kid having to stifle in their creativity, their being, like everything. Like you think about the kids that act out in school and play around. I look at Steven now. One, he reminds me of Interim so fucking much. But how he is and like how he has to do something, he's moving. He's not made to sit and be conformed to sit and just, you know what I'm saying? Like that's not him. I can't get that boy to take a regular picture to save my life. He can't do it. You get what I'm saying? Like, but for me to say, "Oh, knock it off, stand up straight," it's taking him away. Yeah. You get what I'm saying? Yeah. So, go ahead.
So by her saying,
can I go off topic?
No.
Oh,
no, you're fine. You're fine.
Go ahead.
By her saying her kitty talking, that got me to thinking. It does talk.
It does.
It does say certain things. It does communicate with me. It does try to tell me certain things that it picks up on that it might be at a lower vibration, but it's still something that I might need to pick
up. Hell yeah. It's still a vibration you need to know.
To be aware of. So with religion, I'm not allowed to explore any of that side and it be correct unless I'm with a husband and unless he's the one doing both of us together are doing it.
Yeah, you can't even do it by yourself.
Yeah,
you can't masturbation. And that's another thing, like it's crazy because that's again, and if religion worked for you, go for it. One of the negatives I found for me was, like you said, if I'm grown when I first met my husband, and it's like I can't do so much, and I shouldn't feel that way because nobody was taught. I wasn't taught how to use that because, like you said, it's shut off. Yeah. You can only
ignore it. You ignore the shit out.
Yes. Oh, you're supposed to have self-control over your body, but your body is your body, and it's telling you want something. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like that makes no sense to a degree. You have it for a reason. Yeah. So it's like you ignore the lower half, like you said. You don't know shit about the cooter. You get what I'm saying? Yeah. You don't know how to use it, and it's like, so that's one of the negatives as far as with the religion. Okay, go ahead.
No, you're good. You're good.
Your list. Okay.
You're making me feel bad.
No, I love the list because it keeps it on together because I'll be all over. So, like I said, you need balance. Go ahead.
Okay, are we still talking about?
No, we can go back and do your list. Your self-love, whatever.
No, not the self.
I mean,
because I was gonna move forward.
That's what I'm saying. Go ahead.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, the only reason why I'm not practicing Christianity, I love a lot of aspects of it. I just don't have the freedom to be me. And I don't feel as though I need a middleman to tell me how to be myself.
Correct.
I have to be myself from within myself.
Correct.
Moving forward, but
I'm sorry, say no. They can consider. If you look at them, they could be coaches. You get coaches for everything.
They could be spiritual coaches. There's nothing wrong with that.
That's what I'm saying. But sorry, that's technically what they should be anyway. Is the spiritual coach. They shouldn't be your teacher and telling you. You should be. I think you should be your own teacher, but have a coach.
Yeah, there's nothing, and there's absolutely nothing wrong with it because at one point I did need to go
I was there. That's what I'm saying. I was there too. And it's nothing wrong with it because, like I said, they should give you that inspiration. They should give you like different ideas.
They should also let you go and not be like,
learn
if you don't
yourself.
Come back,
correct.
There's something wrong with you. Like, why haven't you been back here?
Correct. You got it. Correct.
Give me space to grow into who I'm supposed to be.
You still have to, like I said, you have to be kind of your own teacher to a degree because who's inside you can tell you, oh no, do that. That says right there, and that feels like no. You have to learn your body. Let your body be the teacher, however you want to call it. You know what I'm saying? Like. Nobody can tell you how you feel and what you've been through and all that. You have to teach it, but they can guide you because they might experience the same thing. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like they can say, okay, well, yeah, I felt this way or do this. They can help you, but they can't say, okay, you definitely need to do the A, B, C, and D. And oh no, that's not that. You can't. Go ahead.
Okay. So right now, what I practice is self-love. I consider myself a goddess by nature.
Go ahead.
I would be okay with being called an empathic witch, and I'd also be okay with being called, well, not being called, but I practice a lot of, if I had to choose a religion, I practice a lot of pagan, like holidays and pagan traditions, and I pay attention to nature a lot and different cycles like that, but I wouldn't limit myself to just paganism in a sense.
Yeah, that's why I say no titles, because if I like this and that if it's not in that same realm and I like that, it's like, oh, well, you're not really that. I like what I am, all that I am. That's why I say it. I am all that I am.
So, I do practice magic, and I practice 3 different types of magic.
Let's do it.
I practice sex magic, dance magic, and practical magic.
Love it.
And for the self-love, mainly going to talk about practical magic. And I'm going to explain what practical magic is. Practical magic is different things and rituals that I do on an everyday basis to keep me grounded, to keep me centered, to keep me focused. They keep me aligned with remembering who the fuck I am, because I can forget sometimes.
We weren't taught how to do this, so it's like literally learn how to be you.
Yes.
It's crazy. Go ahead.
Yes. So, self-love, in a sense, is my spiritual practice. Because, like I said before, when I'm loving myself, I'm accepting, trusting, honoring, celebrating, and owning all that I am. Not just parts of me or some aspects of me, but just all of me. And that basically keeps me in alignment with what it is that I'm supposed to be doing, like, throughout the day. And I've been recently, I feel like my day is comprised of a whole bunch of rituals.
Oh, here goes the next ritual. Let's do this. Oh, okay.
But it's not like rituals. It's like creating new habits of different things
new
that
foundation.
different things that I know I need to do in order to keep me
and to get you to where
stable.
You desire to be too.
Yes. And one of the things is being still. Listen, why you make that face?
I'm sorry. Go ahead. Go ahead.
Being still. I know I have to be still a lot more. I'm working on.
Get hype. Like you did more common, but when you get hyped and excited, you get hyped. Yeah.
I get turned up. It's bad.
Yeah. All right, go ahead.
It's scary.
Yeah.
I had to watch myself the other day. I was like, all right, Deborah, you're thinking too much. Calm down. Like, slow down.
Yeah.
But being still. So I have my morning rituals down. I have my night rituals down. I'm working on having an afternoon, like midday time, just to
balance it out.
Yeah, because sometimes from the morning to the night can be a long stretch, and I still need to like be still,
balance it
in between, and listening to my body, like that's a basic thing. Listening to what I need to do.
It's really interesting too when you actually start listening. Yeah, and it's like, oh, you're talking to me. You know, like, I know what you're saying, and you get what I'm saying. Like I know what that means, and it's like before where I would ignore it or just not pay attention. It's just like it literally talks to you. Yeah, it's cool. And
a basic way to understand it, if you're a woman, if you've ever had a fucking craving, that's a basic understanding of it. Because
wait, craving of what?
Anything.
Men get cravings.
Well, men get cravings. Okay, but I'm not a man. I wouldn't know. I don't know. I just thought women only got cravings. I don't know. Okay, I've only seen women like go nuts over cravings. I've never seen guys. Yeah, I've never seen guys like I gotta eat something. Like
I get it, but that didn't sound kind of bad. I I don't know.
I didn't know. Anyway.
If y'all know, do men get cravings? Let us know. Okay, go ahead.
Probably do. But
Well, that men, let us know. Let us know.
not-
Do you get cravings? Like you can smack somebody if you don't get it. Not sex.
That
Well,
you
what
cry.
if they say sex, not sex, food, right?
Yeah, food cravings.
So food cravings.
Yeah, I cried over food one time.
That's 'cause you were
how
pregnant,
bad
though,
I
right?
was.
It
Yes.
is pregnancy. Yeah, it's bad. Yeah, it's bad.
Right. I was looking forward to that pasta salad. I still think about it.
Who ate it?
Mike ate it.
Mike, why'd you eat the pasta? We're still hearing about it now, Michael Donahue. Oh, I said it. The whole government too.
Yes, you
Damn.
did.
That's going to get bleeped out. I'm sorry. Love you, brother. Okay, go ahead.
It did something.
Yeah, we good.
It's on.
Yes, sir.
Okay, back to the cravings. Anytime your body is craving something, there is some type of nutritional something that it's trying to get, but it's trying to send you the message in a way that you'll understand.
Yeah.
Like, I used to get cravings for lamb, and I looked up what's in lamb. It's like a B12 or something like that. That's in lamb. That's what my body was actually wanting to get. Not actually the meat, but
the vitamin.
B12. Yeah. So that's one of your body's way of communicating with you. That's all.
What else is on the list?
I think that's it. I got my list.
Okay, so we, as far as basically just same kind of. No, let's do this. The reason why it started my aspect from religion to where I'm at now is because of the traumas that went on. You get what I'm saying?
Okay.
So it wasn't just like, oh, one day I'm just curious or I don't know, but different things happened in my life that made me have to sit and rethink. Okay, if I'm doing everything they tell me to do, go this, do this, pray to here, go to church, do this, I'm still not getting what I desire in life. I'm still not happy. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like negative shit was just being thrown on me. And it's like, and everybody's, oh, well, still God is for a reason, 100% facts. I just don't use the term gods. And you know what I'm saying? Like, and I don't look at it the same way. I look at it as, because what I practice is a higher source. We are all connected. Every living being is connected. That's considered the universe. So I look at it as when those negative things happen is because that's what I was putting out. So it was getting going back to me. And I'm able to grasp that concept better versus the religion. You know what I'm saying? Versus how the religion uses its methods.
You have more, not freedom, what's the word? You have more control.
That's what it is. That's exactly what it is. It's like when I was in the religion, I didn't have control. God controlled everything. You know what I'm saying? Like, he's the reason you wake up. He's the reason for this. You don't do anything without him. But then yet in the same breath, they'll say God's within you. So if he's within you, you get what I'm saying? That's me. So that it always confused me. You get what I'm saying? Like, I'm torn between like, oh, if he's in me, but I should be able to do it. But then no, then they say you got to be connected to him. It was just, but again, it's all saying the same thing. If I don't know myself, because if God is in me, that is myself. If I don't know me, the God in me, they're right. I'm lost. I got track of negativity. So it was more so of me trying to figure out a practice that I could use to help me be a better person and to get the things that I desired. And I knew you can be successful. I knew you can do things. I knew you can be happy because I see other people. And like, I know we're all connected.
Yeah.
So that kind of rolled my path to looking up different things and putting pieces together and just basically fitting what works for me. If I can sit down in my soul and say, okay, I accept this for what it is. I'm okay with it. I don't have negative feelings. I know it's right for me. And some of the things in that certain religions was not that. You get what I'm saying? So I know I don't no longer lead it. And it was hard for me to lead up to that point to actually come out and say, I don't practice any religion, especially to the heads in the family that are heavy on that. That was very hard.
I still haven't told your mother anything. Like, she asks little things. Like, she comes in my room and she'll ask, oh, what's that? What's that? And she's like, I don't know. And I'll explain certain things to her, but I haven't, like, gotten into depth because I know where she's at and I know what she believes and what she practices. And that's like, I don't want to.
And then people look at it because it's a lot in the Christianity. If it's not of God, then it's just negative. It's just like, you're damned to hell. You're the devil. God called the devil I don't know how many times. And it's like, damn, you know what I'm saying? So it's like coming out, it's like I don't want anybody to think I'm a devil because I was on that other end and I know what the devil represents. You get what I'm saying? So it's like to know that somebody that I look up to would consider me that or not understand my practices and ways. Why are you laughing? I can't. So it's like I don't want to be looked at like that. So it was actually hard for me to actually come out and not agree with certain things. You get what I'm saying? But then I knew if I don't do that, I'm not honoring myself. You know what I'm saying? I'm lying and hindering myself. And I have to stop and think about it. For what? If I do that, that's only to please somebody else. I'm sitting here pleasing somebody else for their beliefs and their ways, and I'm over here dying and can't express myself. You get what I'm saying? I can't express myself. So I had to get to the point in the nerves to actually come out and say, no, I don't practice that. No, I don't believe in that. And once I did that, it's so fucking freeing. Like, it's really freeing because, like you said, I can be myself. Yeah. I can walk my truth. And it's not like I'm out here saying, oh, you're going to do this and you're going to some lake of fire or the alien, like whatever I believe. You know what I'm saying? Like whatever negative my belief.
You say aliens?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Because anybody can believe whatever their negative is in their practice.
Oh,
you get what I'm saying? Whatever negative is in the practice, I can say, oh, you're going to that. You get what I'm saying?
Aliens?
I don't know, lizard people, whatever it is. You get what I'm saying? Whatever the negative cause for. I'm not saying that. I'm still walking in. You have to be a good person. Christianity is right. You do have to be a good person. You do got to love and share. It's all correct and accurate. And the negatives can be very destructive. I agree. It's just I don't go about their methods and their teachings of how they put it out and what you should and shouldn't do. You get what I'm saying? So, and I hate to bring it back up, but sex is a big one. Like it really is. That's the start of fucking life. Yeah. It's the foundation. And if everybody's foundation is all fucked up, you don't even know what to do with that. Everything else is not going to be in balance. So, again, that's sex is the foundation. I can't. So, pretty much, like traumas, different things that happened through me in my 20s, whatever, that kind of got the ball rolling and got me to changing the spirituality, the religion to spirituality. So,
I've always been intrigued in spirituality ever since I was younger. It's been something that I just am. Like, I forget what number it is. I don't know if it's my life number, soul urge number, but one of them is a 7.
I think you're telling me your numbers.
I forget which one. Like I forgot because I did it a while ago. But I know 7 is a spiritual number, like that vibration of it is. So
you said all of them. I mean, all numbers got meanings.
No. But I mean, it's specifically like it means like I'm supposed to vibrate towards like a more spiritual.
Oh, that's what you mean. I got what you said. I got you saying. I thought you meant like that specific number is only the spirit. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead. Ignore me. Go ahead.
But I've always been drawn to the invisible world in a sense.
Me too.
Certain aspects of it scared me because I wasn't taught certain things.
It's all bad, negative. So the devil, the Freddy.
I didn't know, like certain things. So as I grew up and got older and started reading more books and started seeing different things, it's kind of like, well, this information is here. Why don't other people see it? How come other people can't see this? How come, you get what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Like, why isn't it taught more? Why don't people understand it? Or why are you choosing to ignore this and keep things going the way things are? And that's kind of partly of the breakdown last year of just the mental accepting how things actually are in a sense, and it just is the way it is. There's nothing you can do about it.
It wasn't until I started this journey when I actually understood what ignorance is bliss meant.
Okay.
Like it hit me like I was just sitting there like I really wish I didn't know some of this shit. You know what I'm saying? Like I wish I could just I hate to say it, but go back to blindly following somebody else, getting up doing a 9 to 5 and that's what I'm saying. Like I was at that point where it was too much for me. Like I see too much, like you said, to see everybody's just, you know what I'm saying, people just follow that trend and not question this shit, and it's just like, damn, we could have so much and be so much if everybody just did A, B, C, and D, but sadly it's always got to have that balance, so you weren't always going to have, you know what I'm saying? That's what I'm saying. Like it's like you're always going to have that. It's always going to be like, and you can't, in my perspective, you can't save the world. Everybody's not going to be all kumbaya. It's never going to happen because you have to have the balance. You can't have one. You have to have the one without the other.
I get that. I feel as though if it's probably going to take millions of years. I'm not saying it's going to be in anybody's lifetime.
Correct.
To be able to see this, because evolution takes time.
I'm not saying it's not possible.
Okay.
But in a way, I'm not.
You're just saying
if it's the law, it has to be balanced. Then it can't. You can't have this positive vibration and no a lower vibration. They're balanced. They're yin and yang. You get what I'm saying?
No, I get what you're saying.
Can they be out of balance? Can like one be higher than the other? 100%. But even if everybody's kumbaya, you got that one in that corner plotting. Like, I'm going to take the eyes closed. In meditation, I'm going to snatch their ear. You get what I'm saying?
You might not. I get what you're saying.
It's always got to be a little bit of one. That's what makes the other one it. They have to have a little. Even if it's just that one, you got to have that one.
I get what you're saying.
I'm sorry.
I 100% get what you're saying. Just in my head, I tend to think that, you have the positive and negative. You have to have positive and negative. But the range of it doesn't have to be as much as I'm saying. Like, it might get to a point to where, say, there's no more homeless people. Do you get what I'm saying?
I get what you're saying. You're still going to have issues, but I get what you're saying.
It might get to a certain point
I get what you're saying.
We're
leveling up.
Yeah, certain things aren't as bad. Not as bad, but you get what I'm saying? Like, certain problems get resolved. Yeah.
I get it. But again, here goes back to the balance. It's going to probably create something else.
It's always going to be some shit.
That's what I'm saying.
It's shit. It is what it is.
You can't have one without the other.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I get it. So what made you? Oh, you said you always. And she was always fond of rocks.
Yeah, I remember that I gave out rocks as Christmas presents one year.
Rocks. And Nevaeh does it. Nevaeh has rocks all around her room. She's always collected the rocks, and she's always been connected to the rocks. I like more just being in nature. That's my thing. I like being outside. I really, really love just being outside. It's seeing green, being around green. It has to be green. I love it. I freaking love it. So
I didn't know how in tune I was to a lot of things really until last year. I mean, I knew I was connected, and I knew that I picked up on certain things, and I knew my intuition was working with me. When I was younger, if I'd have known, I would have studied more different things and actually like looked into different things on my own. But I had a lot of people who told me to stay away from certain things. Like, I remember one woman who was a mentor. When I first got out of high school, I wanted to get into hypnotherapy. Who's picking up hypnotherapy books at 18? I'm pretty sure there are some, but you get what I'm saying? Like, most 18-year-olds are thinking of other things. I'm thinking of hypnotherapy, and I went to school for massage. She said, well, the word hypnotherapy, no is in therapy, so I wouldn't do it because it's saying no. And it's like, at the time, I listened to her.
Okay, that makes sense.
At the time, I listened to her. You get what I'm saying? Because she was older, she was wiser, she was my teacher at the time. So it's
but
like,
that might have been for her experience and journey, not everybody's.
That was. But I didn't know any better at the time, and I listened.
And I think that's, even if, it's nothing wrong with people sharing their thoughts and experience, but I think we need to be teaching our youngers that you can listen to it, but don't take it for that. Go and research yourself. Don't take it like that's the only answer. You get what I'm saying? Like, even what I tell my kids, and I tell them too, don't go off of just what I say. Look more into it. You might find something else that works with you better. So for you, it should have been, you should have known to say, okay, I'm listening to that, but I'm going to still look into it. You get what I'm saying?
I get what you're saying. Because I read a book before she said something. Like, that's why I brought it up to her.
Gotcha.
But I stopped because she said no. Yeah. So it's like, okay, well, maybe it's something I shouldn't be into.
It wasn't meant at that time.
I feel as though people who have influence need to be more mindful of what it is.
That's what I'm saying. That's why I say you teach, but that's what I'm saying. You teach.
Not teaching. I mean,
teach a person, an individual. You get what I'm saying? Or everybody become aware that even though they're influential and they have higher status, whatever, they're still human. You get what I'm saying? So listen to it, but still go and study and still go learn.
I was just saying for people who are not the people who are studying, the people who are putting the information out there.
Yeah,
they need to be more.
But again, you have that negative and positive.
I get
that's all I'm saying.
I get that.
You get what I'm saying? Like, I get, you can target them.
People, I get what you're saying.
I get what because people are going to still kind of use that to manipulate people. Yeah. You get what I'm saying? So that's why I said you go, everybody individually, learn how to just protect yourself. And you said that, I'm gonna still go look over here. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's it. But
I got you.
So I think that's pretty much our journey from our upbringing with religion to why we have self-love podcasts now. Because we need not, and it's not saying that we wasn't taught like to love ourselves. And that's the thing. It's funny because my mom pushed that on me. I know for me, love yourself more, love yourself more, love yourself more. I did not know what that consisted of or what that meant in our, in reality. All I know is like, she told me that and I'm like, she need to get on my face because I love myself. You know what I'm saying? Sorry, Didi. But it's like, I love myself. I don't know what you're talking about. But I didn't know. You get what I'm saying? Like, even down to what I put in my body, what I eat. I'm learning the different things that the body should eat. And a lot of people, including myself, I don't want to give it up. It tastes good. Da-da-da-da. It's fucking crap. If I'm addicted to it to the point where I know it's killing me and I'm still eating it, that's a problem. Like, that's a problem. And in my head, I'm honoring myself. I'm loving myself. I have to set me. And if I see myself up here, then I have to do the things to get me to up here. And if I'm talking about I'm gonna have this, I'm gonna be healthy, my body's gonna be right, da-da-da-da-da, but I'm still eating my damn French fries.
Nothing wrong with French fries.
They're heaven.
There's nothing wrong with them.
How am I get here? You get what I'm saying though? In reality. So it's like, I know it's baby steps and I know it's a mental. It's all mental. That's what it all comes down to. It's all mental. I have to train myself to know that I don't need it. And I do. I know I don't need it. It just tastes good.
It's a habit.
But it hurts me. If it didn't hurt me, you know what I'm saying? Like, it hurts me. It's literally hurting me. So I have to break it. And I've been doing good. I've been getting myself together. And it's not perfect. Damn sure ain't perfect. Because I still slip. I don't want to say slip. I eat some shit I'm not supposed to eat. But I correct it. I don't beat myself up. I don't make it okay neither. But I don't beat myself up. And I know I got to work harder to keep getting because I want to get here.
You reminded me of another thing. Is this too long?
I can't.
I'm just asking.
I mean,
it's all right?
No. Is it going to go into a whole nother segment?
No.
What is it?
It's still about self-love.
I mean, not self-love, but our topic was from the beginning of our religion, the religion journey to where we at now. Was it in that topic?
Yes, I'm just trying to hold on to the phone.
Go ahead. Let's do it. Go.
I partially lost it.
Okay. There you go. I gotta pee. All right, come on, I gotta pee.
Wait, it was there. Shit. It's all right. It's gone.
I'm sorry.
It's all right.
We talked all that time to figure out if it was long enough.
It was something about the fucking French fries that triggered it.
I don't know.
With self-love. Oh, I remember. Okay. With religion, I was always constantly thinking about the wrong things that I did.
Mm-hmm.
I wasn't thinking about the positive things that I've done or focusing on the good that I've already accomplished. Mm-hmm. And I was also always constantly thinking of what's going on next.
The future.
You know, like, well, how can I make things better? How can I do this? How can I do that? I got to guarantee that my future's good. I got to think correctly. I can't overthink. You get what I'm saying? Like, just bombarding myself with trying to do so much to try to make sure
the future is good.
Everything's okay, instead of just being present and being
not worrying about now. Yep.
And taking care of what I need to now to get done. Okay, I got it out.
Perfect. Like, and that's why I'm always preaching, stay in the present. You have to be in the present. If you want to reach A, B, C, and D, you have to do it now. And if you're too worried about A, B, C, and D, then what are you doing now to get to it? You get what I'm saying? Like, you got to slow down, be in the present, and only do what you can do. Except you can only do what you can do right now. That's all you ever will have. It's no tomorrow. It's no future. It's always now. So your future is going to be your now, what you're doing. You get what I'm saying? So if you're not doing shit now, what do you expect to be doing in the future?
Stop, you're gonna make me want to do more stuff now, and I gotta do what I gotta do now.
But you can. But that's the thing. You're gonna want to do more now, but can you do more now? You have to accept and know you can't do more now.
I get it, but you're saying my future is
I can't.
Be what I'm doing now, and now I'm thinking I need to do more stuff for my future. I'm playing. I'm playing.
I can't.
I know what I'm doing good. I'm doing good now. I'm
Sweet.
doing really fucking good now.
I think that was a good episode. I hope y'all enjoyed it.
If not, I did.
I did too. I hope y'all did though. So with that being said, I thank y'all for watching. Like and subscribe. Share. If you think anybody needs to hear this, share it please. If y'all know if men get cravings, please let us know. Please share. We need to know this.
Yes.
And as always, I said it with no edit. Self-love Sunday.